Hey guys, what's going on? F5 Pawn here, and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we ended up going through and we learned a lot of lore that has been circulating around. And our goal today is going to be first unlocking the secrets of the book to unlock the secret ending. And hopefully we'll learn a bit more lore. We'll do a ton of edict stuff, so we're going to build up our armies essentially and make them stronger, stronger, and stronger, up until the point that it's going to be something that we do not need to worry about in the future. But we'll have to see. It's going to be a lot of violence, it's going to be a lot of micromanaging. Hopefully, by the end of it all, we will be able to get to level 10 in all stats, and just be able to level up everything so we are at our maximum potential. But I digress. Without further ado, let's just get into things and see what happens, because we've got quite a bit to do. Now, because it's reaching the near endgame, I should probably elaborate on what we're going to be doing for the endgame. First and foremost, I will be taking a small break from Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. However, that doesn't mean that Skeletor's story is done yet. There is a DLC that we can go into that will actually expand upon what he's currently doing. So it will introduce some interesting situations there. So there's something there for everybody, but yeah, basically we've got a lot to do. For now though, we should be fine as is by just ranking up everything as we go. Thus, we just need to make sure we're keeping on tabs and just escalating everything as we go. So basically, we need to get all of these edicts here done, except for Xanthir's experiments, because I'm not too concerned about that. Beyond that, there is the Northern Lights, there is the drafts here, so as long as we finish those, and I do believe we need to finish the Bell of Mercy, which is yet another one that we have to solve, which is another thing that we have to do. But it will give us a bunch of stuff, basically. We do need the Bell of Mercy, that'll help. But every little bit counts, essentially. And yeah, I think the only thing I'm annoyed about is that with logistics, you have to do so much with them, giving you very little time to actually invest into them. So I think that's the one thing that I'm a little annoyed by. I digress, though. It's not going to affect us too heavily, I don't think. Campaign-wise, we can recruit some more individuals, so we're going to do that. Okay. Recruit these. Oh, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so let's recruit all these guys. Let's see. We're going to want to recruit these guys over here then. There we go, and we got Hardened Knights, so we're going to want to recruit them. There we go. Alright, that leaves the other 3 here. Alright, there's none here that needs to be merged. None here. None here. So we make a new group here. We're going to buy some resources just to make it go through. Let's just buy 8,000 here. There we go. We're going to recruit all 3 here. Because every little bit counts to the armies, naturally. Okay, so let's start with this group. Okay. So we need a Hedge Knight. Okay, so Hedge Knights... Gonna split these guys up. And we need another group split up here. Okay, the dragon is supposed to go over here, right? So we're gonna send him over. There we go. This group of knights is going to be ignored for now. This one is going to go over here, because they go here. Oh, 1 second. Again. Okay, I wasn't expecting to be interrupted this much, but be right back for a second. Just need to swap the dogs over and then I'll be good. Alright, give me a second. Okay, I am now back. Let's see, I was not there, I was here. There we go. Okay. Let's see. So I guess the first order of business is to separate everybody, so that way, it'll be easier to allocate where they go. We'll also do this to this group here. There we go. And I guess I'll make this group here, so that way it's easier to do. Okay. Let's see, so the warriors should probably go into defense squadron, yeah? Okay, so for this group we need to merge... Yeah, so for this group we need to merge some people. We need to take the Hedge Knights with us, I believe. And to that end, we are also going to need whom? I believe we also need the rogues here. Because all 3 are going to be going to Defense Squadron, yep. Defense Squadron 1. So over here, we send them all the way over here. Like so. And I guess we'll unite these groups here. just so we have the numbers for it. There we go. Army's getting really strong there, so that's pretty nice. Okay. The assassins, I believe, go all the way down here. And any assassins, clerics, rangers, and warriors of the device go there. Okay. Okay, Mendevian Cavaliers. Let's see. Anybody rocking Mendevian Cavaliers? Not that I can see. Oh, nope, never mind. Advanced Squadron 4 has Mendevian Cavaliers, so... Okay, so the Cavaliers are going to make their way over to Advanced Squadron 4. Okay. Now, Raiders. Who currently has Raiders? Advanced Squadron 3, no. Okay, nope. And no. Okay, so Raiders are going to be marched over here for now. Actually, let's link them, yeah, let's link them with this Crusader army here. Just so they are, you know, united under a front. Okay, this army here is going to march over and unite with a group. There we go. Alright, skeletons, pretty obvious where they're going to go. We're going to send them to Advanced Squadron 2. So we're just going to have them march over. Alright, monks and assassins. Okay, assassins are going to make their way all the way over to Tyrant's Keep. So that is going to be their goal. Alright, this group of monks, I believe, goes into Advanced Squadron 3. Yep. Along with any Inquisitors and Duelists. So we want them over here. There we go. This army we leave alone. Alright, so we are going to need to split up this group here. Because the Inquisitors are going to Advanced Squadron 3. Like so. And we're going to make a point to merge the monks here. There we go. This army is going to make its way over to Advanced Squadron 4. And I do believe if we merge the Mendevian Cavaliers, we get that. And skeletons are left alone. Okay, that's basically the army set. Perfect. And our armies are slowly increasing in potential and power, so I'm not complaining. This does mean, of course, we've got another army building up, but honestly, it doesn't really matter at that point. We're just slowly building our forces at this point. At this point, though, we can now skip a day and continue to do so until we get to the point that we need to. Hello. More skeletons. And events. A daring strike. The spies have reported 2 high-ranking demons are currently at each other's throats, and their forces are in disarray. The command staff is planning to take advantage of this infighting and is already preparing a daring surprise attack. The officers are asking the commander to determine what should be the main focus. We can either maximize damage to our foe, which gives us the Daring Blow ritual, which all units in the target army take 150 times mythic rank physical damage, and it can only be used once. We can gather intelligence, which allows us to get reconnaissance, and we get the all units in the targeted army receive study target feats. meaning the target unit has -2 AC. Oh, 1 second. Alright, be right back. It seems I got another thing that I gotta do. 1 second. Okay, I am now back. Apologies for that. Alright, so gathering intelligence was basically study target for -2 AC. We can seize trophies, which allows us to add 11,000 finance points, 500 materials, and 100 energy. It is a one-time decree, though, unfortunately. Or we could intimidate the enemy, which gives us a ability that targets the enemy and makes them suffer -4 penalty to combat morale. It can only be used once, but the effect lasts for 7 days. Oh, it's a once-a-day... Oh, it's got 20 days recovery time. Okay. I mean, either way, this move can only be used once, is the thing, so... Yeah, no, everything can only be used once, so there's no point in getting any of these, because we're doing fights quite well already. Instead, we're going to go seize trophies, because at the very least we'll get more from plundering here, I think, long term. Besides, we're going to need as much resources as we can to advance our armies to an absurd level, so all the more reason to seize trophies. The troops are ready to battle and have been instructed about the importance of bringing rich spoils back to Dresden. It's a one-time thing, but it's fine. Okay. But other than that, we should just be good to do what we want. So we're going to go back to the campaign. And we're going to get everybody moving. Or schmoving. Yep, we're going to travel you guys over. Get you guys reinstated here. There you go. That boosts up the offense there. We'll get you guys moving. Okay, you guys are going to get going. Get you skeletons going. You guys are going to march over. Get you mixed up. There we go. Okay, you guys. Yeah, we're gonna move over to the Castle of Desires with this group here. This group is left alone. Okay, they won't be able to move. Okay. We can't recruit anybody else, but that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. Okay, we skip a day then. We get everybody moving again. And we unite these groups in, because that's just going to boost our offensive attacks, so yeah. Raid for plunder. It's going to cost us a little bit, but it's going to get us way more in return, so we're going to do that. Okay. Let's go into campaign here. Alright, we move the assassins over. Like so. Alright, we move them back. There we go. Okay, this army's gonna move over. Add the zombies in. And that guy is gonna make his way all the way over to Advanced Squadron 2. In the meantime, this group is gonna unite. There we go. Boosts up the offense there. Get these skeletons going. There we are. Forces in Chief Alcaboia's army is increasing, so that's good. And this group is just fine as it is. So, now... skip a day. Ah, armies are approaching. Good. Alright, let's go to the campaign then. Alright, we're going to go to Defensive Squadron 8 here. And I guess we're going to save here. Okay, we're going to save. There we go. And now we're going to march our way over to Demon Army here. And we're going to pursue, obviously. We want to do them a violence, after all. Okay, so we've got a Vivisector Swarm already attacking. I guess what we can do is we can... let's siphon time to start with. Let us reduce the numbers of the Vivisector Swarm here. Okay. Yeah, another attack. Nice. Okay, we can warp literally anywhere to deal with our foes. So we're going to deal with the Locust Swarm to start with. We'll then deal with Drekni here. Alright, now we get the warriors here. They're going to go on the defensive here. Get them attacking here. Alright, we're going to activate this. Move up. And we'll move over here. There we go. Okay, now we just got to deal with this Vivisector Swarm with violence, and then we're good. Let's go with an attack formation here now. Do a warp. And we get the win. Nice. The assassins are the main victors here. Or the ones that are doing the most, I think, so... yee. Gotta keep that in mind. Okay, this defense squadron can get a level up. Nice. Let's see, what do we want? Let's see, Crushing Charge, all cavalry units in the army have +5. All special purpose units have a +2 to AC, attack and damage, and saving throws. Or we can go with a mobile hospital, which will increase infirmary size. Let's see, assassins are considered special forces. Clerics are spellcasting. Armored infantry and ranged units. I guess the assassins are the best here, so we're going to take advantage of that and use special forces here, just to make them even better. We're going to make a march over. We are going to save, just to be safe. And my expectation is that we're able to deal with these guys, but we'll see. We should be able to, anyways. Alright. Well, we could Scorching Ray, but I don't think that's going to do us any favors. So instead, we're just going to boost our initiative here. Make them even slower. Okay, we can get rid of one of these guys, but what's the point, right? Let's whittle you down. There we go. Okay, we're going to make it a point to deal with each one here individually. There we go. Let's go defensive, and we're going to focus this unit here to deal with the Peninji here. Probably not going to be well received, but that's fine. We're going to move over here. And we're going to play it defensive. Okay, well, at least the units aren't that bad. And the haste and slow is just really nice, so we're just going to get the assassins going nuts, and we should be good. They will just basically do everything for us, so yeah. The assassins are what make this army work, basically. Not that I'm complaining, this is actually really good for us. Okay. Now, let's see, we have another army coming in here. So, we're going to get Advanced Squadron 2 up on this. We're going to save, though, just to be safe. You never know, but considering their forces, I'm quite confident we can win. Alright, there we go. Okay. Well, the easiest way would be to channel negative energy, so we'll do that. There we go. The only other thing that we got to worry about is the zombies, but they're honestly not that hard to deal with. Okay, so we can cast another spell. We'll do a Scorching Ray here, just to have a ton of damage to go out. And we should get the kill. Done and done. We get some experience for that. Hopefully we level up to 20 with our caster here now, so the general's at level 20, but yeah, I highly doubt it. Alright, we'll just go back to the Sinister Mansion, where we've basically pulled up for the character. And I don't think there's any 4 foes, so yeah, we can just head on back. So we're going to have their group go back to Tyrant's Keep now. We're going to unite these guys. These guys are going to unite. And we're just going to march you guys back. Oh. Merge up here. Alright, and this group is going to march all the way over. We're going to get united there. And we should be good. Cool. Alright, let's skip a day. Alright, the fate of the fallen Crest of the Fallen Knights. Give me a second to check the wiki for the Crest of the Fallen Knights. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Okay, so you could get Malander's Insult or Malander's Penance if you go Belt. You get similar thing. Yeah, you get a similar thing with the chest plate and the sword. But Malander's Penance for the belt appears to be a monk thing. Yeah, so while wearing the belt, a monk can spend a key point to enshroud the target's heart and lungs in a fine veil of emerald, giving a affected creature becomes more fragile, getting -2 AC. It also has to pass a fortitude saving throw, or all bludgeoning damage it receives is multiplied by 1.5 times. The DC, however, is 19, which isn't great. The alternative is going with Malander's Insult, which all fire spells deal an additional 2d6 unholy damage. You become immune to fire damage, but you are vulnerable to cold and holy damage. It's nice if you're trying to play a pyromancer, but at the same time, eh, like the cold and holy damage are really horrible because that's going to deal an extra 150. It's going to deal a 50% more damage up to you, which is not good. As for the other things available to us, we could go with the medium armor chainmail. I don't really want to go with this option, though, because in general, it's not going to be a good choice. Alternative, well, that said, there is a few things here. If you go with Penance for the chainmail, you get a sacred bonus to Fortitude. The wearer can choose to suffer a -2 to AC to grant all party members a +1 to AC. And while under the effect, the enemy that attacks the wielder must pass a reflex saving throw DC 17 or suffer 3d4 piercing damage. If the DC wasn't so low, I'd consider it, but it's... eh. It's not a good effect, put simply. It's good early game, I'll give it that. Malander's Insults for the chainmail. When such creatures attack the wearer with magic, for the next 2 rounds, the wearer gains a +2 profane bonus to attack and damage rolls, and cast level checks made to overcome spell resistance. When the effect ends, the first attack the wearer makes suffers a -4 penalty to attack rolls, damage rolls, as well as a cast level check made to overcome spell resistance if needed. Okay, so if anybody attacks you with magic, you basically get +2 to attack and damage, but the subsequent first attack after that duration is done, well, you suffer a -4, which is kind of horrible, I must admit. The only other alternative is the short sword, which honestly might just be the best option here, aside from the belt. +2 short sword for Malander's Penance is a reflex save. Let's see. If they fail, for 5 minutes, they are covered in fine emeralds. Though they become immune to bleeding, they suffer a -2 to reflex. All critical hits against the creature deal an additional 3d6 piercing damage, and multiple applications of the effect doesn't stack. So, short sword for Malander's Penance is not that great. The alternative is the Insult, which is once per day you can charge both weapons in your hands with this flame for 10 minutes. Each hit with any of these weapons deals an additional 3d6 unholy damage on hit. So if you're trying to go a short sword build, this would increase your damage to 2 weapons by an additional 3d6 unholy damage. So great for dual wielding if you want to consider that option. Not so good alternatively. And at that point, you might as well go rogue at that point, right? And just stack on even more damage at that point. Like, that's just how it goes, really. I think out of everything, I like the belt the most, so we're going to go with the Malander's Insult, even if it is shoddy. So grab that. And we should be good. Okay, we'll close that, and we continue on. Okay, in the meantime, because now we have it, we are going to go with the Voice of the Cursed Bard, because we can. And let's skip another day. We can now recruit some more individuals, so we're going to do that. We need to get these guys in a group anyways. We will do that. Split these guys. We'll get the assassins. Hire one veteran. Okay. Golden Legionnaires. Mandavian Crusade. Yeah, so we need to recruit these guys. And I guess we'll buy some resources just to get a bit more. There we go. Okay. And we'll just split these guys up. There we go. Okay, this group is obviously going to Defense Squadron 1, so we're just going to make them go. There we go. Okay, this group is obviously going back to Tyrant's Keep. And while they're going, we can get the Defense Squadron 2 back to Tyrant's Keep. Alright, we're going to get these guys over here to merge up. Alright, there we go. And we are going to get... Alright. These guys, the Death Knights, are going to go over to Advanced Squadron 1. Okay, the Mandavian Cavaliers, I believe, go to Advanced Squadron 4. Yep. So we'll send them over. Okay, the Golden Legionaries, I don't think have a group yet. Let's see. Cursors. Nope. Okay, yeah, no, the Golden Legionaries do not have a current group, so they're going to go into merging with this group here. Or at the very least, they're going to be right there with them, so... There we go. We'll just be there. This group is just going to go to Defense Squadron 3, as expected. They're going to slowly build up their forces like so. As for our next groups, let's see. This group is going to make its way to Advanced Squadron 1. Because we'll deposit the skeletons and sharpshooters over there. As for this group, that's fine. I think we've organized everybody that we need to. Yep. No need to go any further than that. How's our armies looking right now? We're still going to need some more management, but we're basically on the precipice there. Okay. We can get some more Plague Dragons, so we'll do that. We can enchant the Fallen Crest Knight, so there you go. Otherwise, nothing too crazy. We'll do that. The Raid for Plunder gets us 11,000 finance, 500 material, and 100 energy. And Heartblood. A new decision. A scouting party has discovered a blood spring that heals wounds and can even save those who are terminally ill. The healers are asking for permission to use this blood in the making of healing potions. But there are numerous accounts that those healed by the waters of spring have become more hateful and ruthless. We can permit the practice, giving the tough feats, which gives everybody +2 to disease and poison. We could refuse and get morale up by 25. Or we can make the weak fighters drink the blood, which gives us the blood potion decree. It is a repeatable decree that gives a blood potion, which gives the units a +2 to damage and a +5 bonus to maximum HP. As much as I like the idea of using it, I think the long-term benefits are way better, so we're gonna go with tough. We'll permit the practice. Using potions with the blood from the spring has produced certain results. Many soldiers who have recovered and become stronger on top of it. It's become easier for them to recuperate from wounds, and the rage that is awakened within the healed warriors helps them dominate their foes. Indeed. I would have gone with the weak one, but it's a temporary decree, and I much prefer permanent ones. You can imagine why. I would hope, anyways. Okay, let's get everybody moving. March them across. Okay, add you to the groups. There you go. Leave you alone. Move you along. Alright, this group is going. Okay, we move this group over. And let's see, what else? We leave those guys alone. We march these guys along. And I think that's as much as we can do, I guess. Alright, let's get going. Another day. Okay, that's the Plague Dragon sorted. Okay, we're gonna get the Plague Dragon to march over here. Pretty self-explanatory at this point. Unite these guys. And this should be the last movement needed for the assassins. There you go. That increases the army's value there. There we go. These guys are going to get to Defense Squadron. And this should boost up our potential power significantly. There we go. This Crusader army is going to merge in as we can. Honestly, no. That's way too much of an army. Let's actually focus on advancing the Advanced Squadron 2 here instead. This group remains. This group remains. Alright, let's see. Decrees. Let's go with Skeleton Creation. How is the armies? 94,000. That's pretty good. Alright. How is the upgrades here? 5 days, and 2 days before we can get some more things going. A military exercise, that's going to be nice. We should definitely get that when we get the chance. Okay. Let's get you marched over here. Okay, that's another army bit. That's going to increase our defenses to 7 there. This group is going to march over. This one singular boy is going to be united here. There we go. And I guess I'll do this. Okay. Alright, the Fate of the Cursed Bard has been done. And Skeleton Creation is done. Good. Alright. We can either make a lyre or an amulet of the Cursed Bard. And what is it? It's the Voice of the Cursed Bard. Okay. Okay. Da, 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 da. Here we go. Voice of the Cursed Bard. We can either go with the Liar option or the Amulet option. The Liar, obviously, is going to be a subcategory thing that you get in the subslots. If we go with option 1, the owner can activate it once per day, and while active, all enemies in a 10-foot area around the owner must pass a 36 will saving throw, or suffer a -5 penalty to saving throws and mind-affecting effects, a -2 penalty to saving throws against enchantment school effects, and become vulnerable to sonic damage. Alternatively, it grants the ability to deal 10d10 sonic damage as a standard action to a single target 3 times a day. Successful fortitude saving throw halves the damage, though. If we go for the amulet option, it makes the wearer's voice stronger and allows it to maintain its power for longer periods of time. All the wielder's bardic performances and raging songs, if they have the class abilities, last for 10 more rounds a day. Or you can empower the voice of the wielder, thus increasing the hit point limit of power word spells by 150%. So Power Word Kill can instantly kill all enemies with HP lower than 150 instead of 100. If we were a Power Word Kill focus, I'd love this. But unfortunately, with Power Word Kills and all that jazz, it's not really that great in this game. Because the enemies have, like, way more HP in general, so that's not really that great. Out of everything, given we do not use a bard in our party currently, the best choice we can go with is the Liar and option 1, I personally believe. So we're going to go with the Liar here. Alright. That is going to be the fate of the Cursed Bard. And we are going to start doing our furthering our edicts once again. We'll be doing a military exercise to get all generals even more EXP. And we are going to enchant the Crest of the Fallen Knight. Alright. Campaign-wise, we're basically good on move. Well, no, we need to move everybody, so there we go. Okay. The skeletons are going to make their way over to Advanced Squadron 2 here, so oh, even more armies are coming in. Okay, Awakening the Voice of the Cursed Bard. That is another edict that we will solve in due time. Alright, campaign, let's see. Start by uniting this group in. It appears that we got some forces coming in hot. Thankfully, we can just reorganize and get ready for the violence in due time. It's not too bad. And we now can use Animate Dead to summon a random undead unit of 3 times Mystic rank creatures to the target army. Okay, we are going to do that for Advanced Squadron 2. Alright. I'm not sure if that did anything, but I think it just increased our amount of skeletons that we had, I think, but I'm not 100% certain. It don't matter too much, though. Alright, it appears that we only got 2 demon armies here this time, so we're going to get Defensive Squadron 2 here. We are going to save, just in case. And we're going to do a violence. We have the mana, thankfully, to pursue these guys, so it's not that big a deal. So all we need to do, really, is just commit a violence. So we're going to siphon their time, make our lives a little easier. Going to destroy the incubi a little bit. Do the vow. Okay, we're going to start by taking out the incubi here. Shoot. Then we'll deal the shear. Oh, that wasn't enough to take him out. Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna do this. Okay. Boop. Oh, there goes that group. Okay. Well, let's see. This is probably gonna hurt the Warriors of Advice a little bit, but it's fine. Actually, we could just use an overwhelming shot here. Yeah, no, let's do this. It'll cause some damage, but hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. We'll whittle down to these guys. Okay. Break these guys, there we go. Oof, pain. That's a load, okay. Not sure why they canceled their, run. Oh, whoops, I was muted. Yeah, no, we're just gonna buff up a little bit and then we should be good. That's the hope anyways. Okay, the Babao here is still gonna try and cause us a ruckus. We are going to take advantage by using Siphon Time here. And we want to whittle the Babaos as much as feasibly possible. Because they are going to be the biggest problem here, I think. We are going to want to deal with the Shears first. There we go. We're going to move over here. And we are going to do that and defend. Oh. Crushing Despair, okay. I think we want to overwhelming shout these guys. Yeah, let's Crushing Despair. There we go. We want to basically force the Babaos to be in a crippling position. Ooh, there goes my units. Okay. Crush these guys. Okay, let us overwhelming shout here. Okay, we are going to delay, well, no, we need to come in anyway, so alright, let's warp here. Then we'll delay our turn. Alright, then we're gonna lay on hands other here. Do it again. And we're just gonna go defense here. Okay, can we Scorching Ray? Yes, we can. We'll do that. We'll pelt these guys down as far as we possibly can. We're gonna heal the assassins as much as we can. There we go. Oh, they're demoralized. Perfect. That is exactly what we want. Heck yeah. Let's just warp out for now. Oh, they're starting to attack, but that is fine. We can just whittle these guys down to a point where it's not going to matter. Let's see. We are already full on our hits here, so let's just whittle these guys down to the single digits, and we should be able to get a enough here. There we go. We lose one individual, but we healed what we could. Okay, we lost 9 assassins. That sucks, but that's just one volley of units for a grind, so whatever. Could be way worse. Okay. And for this, we just merge up. There we go. Alright, these guys are going to make their way over here to the Sinister Mansion. And let's see, these guys are much less troublesome, I believe. Yeah, they're nowhere near as troublesome as Babao, I think. So, yee. Let's engage. Alright. We'll just do another delay here. And let's see. I guess we focus on the Glabrezu first, with the archers here. Now get word of 1 unit. There we go. Alright, the assassins come in to deal with the Vrox. Pretty much a guarantee kill. And they come in to deal with the Nefalshi as well. There we go. That's an army gotten rid of again. We might have to split up the assassins just to give them more action economy. But honestly, they're fine as is, to be honest. In the meantime, though, we can get the Tyrants keep going over. Oh. Yeah, we want to go there. We'll go over here. And you are going to go to Tyrant's Keep. But all in due time. Alright, armies we are good on for now. You know what? Let's enter Dresden to see if anything's going on. Let's see if we need to address any edicts. I guess we can build, but I think we've already got everything set up, so we don't need to worry about that. Let's go into Dresden, go into the... I want to go in. No, not like that, but, no, let's, cancel out of this, so that way we can go into our throne room here. We are going to go to... Let's go to the streets here, I think. But yeah, we want to go to the streets, obviously. And I'd like to see what else we can get into. But yeah, no, it's probably going to be one of the more boring streams for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, but if you like these sorts of edict things, this is the way to go, I suppose. But before we do anything further, I'd like to do one thing to see if we can actually do this. Because if we can, I'd like to get it done and over with. But yeah, no, there is one final thing we can do for for the storyteller, I do believe. Hello, storyteller. Here, pages. The purple flame covers my eyes. Cannot turn away. It follows my gaze. I cannot close my eyes, it will follow me there too. The heart of the tower burned out my sight, and I am not sure if I'll ever be able to see my dear Golarion again. Wounded, groaning from the consequences of Earthfall, but no less loved because of that. Exhausted, I sit down on the cold floor of my laboratory. All my work is in vain. I've wasted my entire long elven life looking for something that turned out to be useless. I didn't understand what really mattered to me. Golarion, such as it was before Earthfall, does not exist anymore. But there's another, new Golarion. A young one that is thriving, surviving, fighting for its life. By connecting it with another plane, I would have destroyed the new Golarion, making it an extension of the other plane. Instead of trying to save old Golarion, I should have helped the new one. Supposed to preserve the memory of old Golarion, to gather knowledge and heritage of the lost civilizations, and give them the world that when it needs them. For at some point it will rise from the ashes without any help. I believe this now, and deep down I always have. So that is how you lost your sight. Looks like it. The storyteller chuckles faintly. I still see only this purple flame. After so many years, it's become quite dear to me. So you opened the world wound then? The storyteller nods sadly. You are right. It would have been a terrible crime against Golarion. A murder. At this time, it was much weaker than it is now. I wouldn't have been able to resist the demonic invasion. Luckily, I was wise enough to stop before it was too late. Please, continue. Rise, elf, this is not the end. The masterful voice seems to ring in my head. The silhouette of an angel appears in the flame. Purple flames are reflected in her gleaming steel armor. She has no face, just two fiery eyes burned deep into the steel hood. Rise, elf. Rise and bow to the will of Pharasma. The storyteller's voice changes suddenly, becomes loud and adamant. Rejoice, elf, for the Lady of Graves has deemed you worthy. You pursued your girl despite the opinions of those around you, and even fate itself. But you managed to stay your hand once you realized your mistake. You saved Golarion from yourself. For this, the Lady of Graves wants to give you a gift. You'll become her usher, an immortal psychopath. You'll take the place of at my lady's side and become the keeper of history. Not just for Golarion, but for all the planes. In return, Pharasma requires one thing. Tear up your bark-covered notebook. Let the knowledge you obtained remain a secret for many generations of Golarions after you. The storyteller gulps involuntarily. Pharasma herself sent her hail to me. For the first time in my life, I, the last Archmage of Kionin, who proudly looked at the eyes of the Demon Lords, felt unsure. My hands feel for the notebook on the floor. My fingers run over the tree bark cover lovingly. I don't need eyes to recognize it. I know all its cracks and bumps. It's like my child, the only meaning to my meaningless life. I don't want to destroy it. I can't find it in me to obey the orders of the Lady of Graves. I've encountered the Steward of Stein in the battle. The old elf scroll grows pale. In battle? How did you... Where did you get the powers to oppose that might, that voice? I felt like an insect in her presence, even less than an insect. Weightless dust. You refused Pharasma herself. The storyteller tries to smile. I did a stupid thing, didn't I? I, the last Archmage of Kionin, was just a fool who had lost his purpose in life. and dare to disobey a goddess. If I were her, I'd have ordered her herald to destroy the deranged old man. Tell me about the herald Pharasma sent to you. The steward of the sign, warrior and herald of Pharasma's will. The Lady of Graves sends her to restore the balance of fates, and also to pronounce a great prophecy. Her interference in the fate of the world is almost imperceivable. Only a few remember meeting her. Don't eternal life and serving Pharasma merit the destruction of such dangerous knowledge? The storyteller remains quiet for a long while, gathering his thoughts. My mind wants to say yes. I should have destroyed my dangerous notes that could have ruined Galarian, but my heart says the opposite. For this knowledge is also part of old Galarian's heritage. I, a child of that lost world, created it in my reckless pride. If I want to preserve all of Galarian's heritage, do I have the right to choose which part of this heritage should be wiped out of our history? Please, continue. I am ready to go undergo any punishment for my refusal. But the Steward of Skyn only looks at me quietly, as if pondering something. The knowledge in your hands must not see the light. This is beyond question. But my lady is merciful and has agreed to make concessions. You will tear the pages out of your notebook, and along with it, out of your memory. You will scatter the pages throughout the world, and your memory will be purged. You'll be immortal but pure, like a newborn babe. Use your new life to keep the memory of the fallen, and seek the truth about your own past. As soon as you remember this moment, you will lose your immortality and will have to answer my question again. Will you choose to become a servant of Our Lady, or will you prefer to live out your short time you have left? I find no strength to answer and only nod. The steward raises her hand and we both find ourselves in a whirlwind. I see nothing but the purple flame and the glowing image of the herald. But the rest of my senses tell me we are rushing through many places. I hear seagulls crying and the smell of salty open ocean air, followed by the rumble of a raging volcano. The bracing winds of the plains change to the dry heat of a desert, and then the blistering cold of a snowy mountaintop. In each of these places, I tear out a page and give it to the wind. It grabs a new toy from my hands and takes it far away to hide from me for many years. With every torn page, I start to forget. What did I do in the Ivory Labyrinth? Why did I live in Elutionera? And indeed, did I ever live there? The name Kinney seemed vaguely familiar, but I don't remember why it should mean something to me. Maybe it's my own name? Exhausted, I fall down the withered grass. I remember this is how the woods my home Keonan used to smell. My mind drowns in the darkness. I don't see the steward any longer, but I still hear her voice. Look for your past, elf, and gather the stories of Galarian, for this is your calling. I name you Storyteller. When you remember this moment, destroy the dangerous knowledge that has once again fallen into your hands, and Pharasma will see you in her halls. And you, Skeletor, help him with this. Help him make the right decision. The old man drops to his knees. His hand clasps a bark-covered notebook to his chest. His voice trembles. What should I do, Skeletor? I've gathered the stories of Galarian for so long, looking for my past. Now I've found it. Should I accept Pharasma's proposal and be reborn? Or refuse and die? Do we have to decide right now? I'm afraid so. The storyteller smiles awkwardly. I feel Pharasma's heavy, silent gaze. She is studying me, evaluating my decision. She is waiting for my reply. The storyteller lowers his head awkwardly. Forgive me for burdening you with this and asking for your advice. What do you want? Oh, if only I could answer that question. The elf chuckles cheerlessly. It would be safe to assume several thousand years would be enough to make a single decision, but obviously the last Archmage of Keonan is also the most indecisive creature on all the planes of the world. So you got your name from Pharasma, then? I suppose so. As for my real name, the storyteller smiles faintly. I remembered it. The name of the last Archmage of Keonan. An old, unwanted, unassuming name. Doesn't suit me anymore. I'm the storyteller, and I would like to remain so until the end of my days. What will happen if you accept Pharasma's proposal? I will die and be reborn in a new guise and join the servants of the Lady in Graves. The secret and the dangerous knowledge of how to merge the planes on this world will die with me. I am free to live out my time, at the time I have left. A few years of fate in store for me. When they pass, I will die, and then enter Pharasma's halls and give her my oath properly. And what if you reject? I will stay here. I will keep my knowledge to hide in the most far away and safest place I can find. My age will catch up with me gradually, but I think I have a few years to write books of the stories I have gathered. I will tell them to someone I will take on as an apprentice. As you can see, any choices means a prompt for death for me, but I am not afraid. I, having seen the death of thousands of civilizations and outlived time itself, know better than many what is enough. Well, it's pretty obvious. Refuse. Knowledge must be preserved, not destroyed. It can be inherently dangerous. It is made so by those who possess it. There is wisdom in your words. The elf thinks for a while, but then nods resolutely. Pharasma, Lady of Graves, I have made my decision. I will keep my knowledge for Galarian. I reject your proposal. Nothing happens in response. No lightning strikes from the sky. The ground does not open wide under your feet. You just feel a gust of cold wind as you hear a quiet sigh and its soft caress. Well, that's it. Now everything is over. I know my story. The one I yearned to know all these years that I have once hidden from myself. And all of this is because of you. Thank you. You've given me the greatest possible gift, myself. No reward can measure up to your merits, but still, please accept from me a grain of the knowledge that you helped me discover. Tell me about the fight, but, well, I can just basically go over this. We've basically gone through these, and I'm not gonna bother just going through this. Tell me about Pharasma's gift. Oh. Oh, we've already gone through this, never mind. Alright. Let's see. We won't be able to restore the tattered boots, unfortunately, but that's fine. Now, that very thing that I just did, with allowing him to share the knowledge, if we open a lexicon, we are going to try to compare the words from the lexicon's two halves, and with the help of the knowledge that the storyteller has given me... Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay, so we do need to wait for BL10. Or, not BL10, but, we do need to wait till we hit, Mythic rank 10. Which is actually much closer than I believe we have. We just need to do one more thing involving Mythic Power, and I do know where we can get that. But we are going to need to take out a certain individual in order for that to happen. Naturally, this is going to take some time, but you know how it goes. Okay, we are going to manage Crusade Fairs, and we'll go from there. Alright. Well, as it stands, there's nothing we really need to do, so we'll skip a day. And here we go. A renowned artisan who forges enchanted weapons have come to the commander bearing two gifts. One blade is an old and rusty. The other radiates heavenly light and is incredibly sharp. The artisan is offering the commander the choice of whichever sword fits him. Okay, so we can either get a rusty sword, we can get a radiant sword, or we can give both swords to Nino despite the artisan's protests. We're gonna do that. Did you know the rusty sword holds divine blessing that the artisan has obviously been trying to surpass his whole life in vain? I wonder what happens if we melted both blades together to make a single one. Following Nino's advice, the commander's loyal craftsman reforged two swords in one. The upset blacksmith left Dresden cursing. That damned airhead. Well, we get something out of it, so whatever. Okay, well, we'll skip another day here. And let's see, we can recruit some more individuals now. So we will do that in mind. Recruit everybody here. Okay, we need one group here, designated. Okay, we're going to split this into a group. We're going to recruit the hardened veterans and the conscripts together. We will recruit the paladins. And we will make one for witches. And do I really want to go through the effort of adding more? We're going to add more conscripts, I guess. Why not? There we go. Okay, we are just going to move these guys over here. Because conscripts go here with these guys. There we go. That's going to increase the power of that unit. Alright, the assassins are going to make their way back to Tyrant's Keep here. And while they're doing that thing, we are going to move over to this group here. And let's see. This group is going to make its way over to Advanced Squadron 2 here. Alright, we're going to add these guys in, because why not? This group is going to go back to Tyrant's Keep. And this group is going to go to Defense Squadron 1. I guess I'll send these witches over here. Okay, the Paladins go to Advanced Squadron 1, I believe. Yep. So send these guys over. Okay, this group is going to go to Defense Squadron 1. So we go over here. Okay, we leave those guys alone. These guys are going to go to Advanced Squadron 2 here. There we go. Other than that, I think that's basically the army set and done, so that's good. Okay, we can do some Plague Dragon creation once military exercise is done. Here we go. Alright, enchanting the Crest of the Fallen Knight. We are going to shame the Fallen Knight and get the nasty little belt here. There we go. We shall go with Plague Dragon creation again, because that's just obviously what we do. Alright, before we go any further, we're going to do Northern Lights Commandment here. We can now waken the Voice of the Cursed Bard. And we should be good to go. Okay, Skeleton creation, nice. That will come after the Plague Dragon creation, obviously. And we're nearly at military, nearly at the military that we need here. Okay, logistics is doing its best. Okay, hold on. Let's see if, let's close out this for a second, just so I can check the quests. Because I will need to confirm if logistics needs to be changed in some capacity, or something else, I don't know. Okay, journal, let's see. Okay. I won't be able to complete that. Okay, well, I won't be able to do anything until we unlock something, so let's just keep going, I suppose, right? Okay. Skip a day, there we go. Alright, Plague Dragon is done. Okay, we'll recruit some skeletons. Alright, campaign-wise, let's just get everybody moving. We'll get the dragons going over to here. Okay, the witches will come in naturally. We'll get you guys moving. You guys are going to start moving as well. Okay, you guys should move. Here we are. And we can start leveling up everybody. Okay. We're just going to increase magical reserves for casters. Let's see. We could level up this squadron here. We are going to go for intimidation, because that is just usually the staple for us. It doesn't appear like we can go about it with this one group, though, but we can increase their morale with inspiration. And because we have things like... Yeah, because we have Fearless, we are getting even better boosts there. Fearsome Formation. We're good. I think we're gonna go with Inspiration. It just boosts the morale of this group anyways. This group's fine. This group can level up. Let's see. I think we're going to want Experienced Traveler. Experienced Traveler will just allow us to move even faster, I believe. Master of Maneuvers will actually do us more value, though, I think, so we might go with that, actually. Yeah, let's get more units, why not? Having more armies with more units is just overall good. Favorite enemies. So we can go with favorite enemies large or flying to increase damage from flying units or large units. Or we could go with deflect missiles. You know, let's increase the damage against large unit. Why not? That seems a lot better overall. Alright, Defense Squadron here is going to get Zealous Student for more experience, obviously. Masters of Maneuvers, Outflank. Let's go Master of Maneuver 2 here. Get some more units that would add to the list. And let's see. Scorching Ray, Hold, or Heroism. We're going to go with Hold here. Alright, there we go. We are going to introduce this cavalry unit. over into defensive squadron here. Like so. There we go. Oh, we can add more units to this group. Okay, let's see. No, we don't want that. Let's see. Who do we want to introduce here? Okay, we're gonna get these guys in. More witches to add to the list. Alright, let's see. We've got rogues with 43 HP, raiders with 169 versus champion. I'm gonna get the raiders going. The raiders actually have value in some capacity, so the raiders are gonna march their way over to defensive squad 4 here. Alright, that guy's gonna be good. Okay, we'll skip a day here. Oh, more armies coming in. An idol. Many recruits are eager to serve under the command of a legendary reconnaissance officer, who also eggs them on to accept death-defying missions. As dozens of soldiers have lost their lives trying to earn his approval, the other officers are asking Commander to intervene. We can forbid him to egg on candidates to give the prudent feats, which means units are unaffected by flanking. We can encourage the officer's behavior, which recruitment growth for all trainable units from the main archery barracks range and the main stables increases by 20%, and all trainable units from the main barracks receive a vulnerable feat. Okay, so we basically make all trainable units weaker, but from archery range and stables, they increase their numbers by 20%. We can assign the best warriors to the officers' units, which gives 4 honor guards at the captain's command quarters. I think I like no flanking, so we're going to forbid him from egging on to candidates. Recruits and weaker soldiers cannot handle the deadly trials. Upon accepting the truth and giving up on the idea of serving in the officer unit, the troops have become more cautious in battle, which has reduced overall losses, which is for the best. Okay. We'll get our units back in. There we go. Alright, get everybody united here. Okay, this army is going to move on here. Here we go. Alright, we'll get this group going. This group is going to move. There we go. This group can remain the same. We get this group moving to link up with this group. There we go. And we can't recruit much else, so we'll leave that be. Okay, there's an army here, so we are going to... Okay, so we can boost the advanced squadron here, I suppose. Alright, let's do it. That's more units to add to the list. We are going to save here on 53. Then we're going to get the advanced squadron to bolster their attack here and go nuts. Pursue. We need as much military gains as possible. So might as well just pull as much as we can. Although what we can do is just nuke the guys all the way down by doing a fireball. Done. Simple as that. Don't even need to stick around for long enough to do that. But we do get the experience that we need. And while it's not enough to level up our character here, it'll be enough to hold the line. Okay, we are going to advance against this demon army. We are going to weaken them, I think. So we're going to do a Mark of Terror here. We're going to do Enervation. And we should be fine here. We'll engage, and let's do this. Should be able to manage this quite easily. Okay. Let us focus on the liches here. There we go. Okay. Alright, let them come against us. Oh. Oof, pain. Alright, we're gonna have to get the Stone Singers going against him. There we go. Okay, we're gonna do a fireball here. Another fireball. Okay, that gets rid of the Lich fully. Alright. Gonna start whittling this guy down. Okay. We're gonna challenge this guy. Start whittling his numbers down significantly. Oh god. Okay, I think we need a cast hold person. Is this guy immune to it, though? Let's see. Mind affecting, arcane, divine. Fear, poison, disease, death, sleep. They are not immune, supposedly. Alternatively, I go for harpoon. Well, I could do cure wounds. That would heal. Stone throw would deal 10 damage. No, we want to lock him into place. There we go. Just wail on this guy. There we are. We are going to start pelting this guy with rocks. Just whittle him down significantly. Okay, we are going to use magic missile here. And we'll use a fireball here, because that's going to deal more damage to this guy. There we go. He still can't do anything, so that's good. We'll throw a rock at him as well. There we go. Thankfully, hold person's coming in clutch, so that's exactly why I got it here. Okay. Well, at least the morale's giving us many second chances to just deal damage to this guy, so that's good. There we are. And he is now able to act, but we can easily just stop that from happening. There we go. He's forced to land lock. Well, he can't really do anything, so he's forced to just stay there, take the brunt. Alright, that's another. Okay, now we just whittle him down with the stone throwers here. Okay, now we just magic missile him, and he's gone. There we go. Dead. And we get our units back, so medical care gets us back our, you know, priestesses, or war priests, or whatever they are. Basically, a win. Alright, to that end, we bring these guys over. Okay, this army is going to march over to Advanced Squadron 2. And yeah, the Grave Knights here are just, like, insane. Okay, we've got an army here. So, if we take Defense Squadron here, we're gonna save. Should be able to deal with this guy. With ease, yeah. Not that hard of a foe to deal with. Skip a day, they go into engage. Pursue. We should be good. Okay, now we have the special thing to taunt, don't we? Okay, we're going to do a magic, or a fireball here. There we go, that gets rid of most of them. We're going to taunt these guys. And hold our turn. And, well, they're dead. Because we have so many ranged units that it's just impossible for them to catch up. Yeah, they stand no chance. Well, I'm not complaining. It just means we get even stronger, so that's cool. Okay. How is our, statistics? Okay, military might is doing well. We don't need to change anything from our enlistments. Okay, we'll move these guys over. Okay, these guys are gonna start merging. I guess we'll send these guys over to Advanced Squadron 1. These guys will move over to Advanced Squadron 2. And we'll get these guys united with Advanced Squadron 2. There we go. The attack squadron is getting stronger as we speak. Does mean we need another unit, though, in that group, but, yeah. Time will tell. Time will tell if we need it. Okay. Alright, do we need to change anything? Not really. Skip another day. There we go. Alright, what do we want? We want to... Okay, so... I do believe that we want to go with offering a prayer to Shaylin. Oh, I see. It's a -5 to mind-affecting effects, a -2 to enchantment, and vulnerability to sonic. Okay, this is less useful than I thought. So we're gonna go with Awakening Frances' power to just deal 10% sonic damage. It's a good ability. Okay, anything else that we want to do? I guess we can go with the course's pin. Give it a day. And we can now recruit some more units. Alright, we'll start with the recruitment of these 3 units here. Split it up. Get these guys in a unit. Split it up. Recruit the hardened veterans. Recruit the conscripts in bulk. Slingers are in a separate unit. Cuirassiers are in a different unit as well. So I will recruit the slingers in bulk. And these guys I will recruit as is. There we go. Okay. Alright, the cuirassiers are going to go into Advanced Squadron 1, I believe. No, they do not. Okay, where do they go? They go somewhere, I know that for a fact. Where were they? Are they Defense Squadron 1? Yes, they are Defense Squadron 1. Okay. So we want these guys going over to the Mountain Warren, much like the other group. Okay, well, regardless, it's going to be a march regardless. Alright. This group is going to continue on. Man, this is so much management. I need to keep doing this at least until we get to the peak point that we need it at. Because otherwise it's just going to be useless. Okay, keep going. Ah, we just barely made it. Nice. There we go. This group is going down here. Okay, the slingers are going to march over to the camp of the Mammoth Lords here. There we go. Alright. How is our, Okay, we're almost there. And you know what? I might as well just recruit these rest of these cuirassiers, because I can. And we'll get these cuirassiers going over to Defense Squadron 1 once again. And we'll join them up with their brethren. Here we are. Done. Okay, we skip a day. And we get them going. Man, this is just lots of armies going. How is our, Yeah, we're almost there. We just need to... Yeah, we basically just need to get everything ready. Oh man, it's a chore doing this. But once it's done, it's done. Okay, once we're here, there we go. That's another set of units for the range. Alright. Alright, we've got another Plague Dragon that we can add to the list. Always nice. Anything else we need? Not really. Oh. Deadman's Club. Soldiers who lost their comrades along with their will to live have founded the so-called Deadman's Club. They leave dressed to die in battles as heroes and deal as much as damage to the enemy as they can in the process. Unfortunately, these actions ruin their officers' plans and undermine discipline within the ranks. We can ban the club, which gives Crusade morale increases by 25%. We can encourage the club, which removes 5% of recruited units. All enemy units receive their wounded feet for 7 days. We can use the Dead Men in a Trap for the demons, which removes 5% and unlocks the Ambush Ritual, which for one particular moment, all units in the army take 50 times mythic rank physical damage. We can let Ember talk to the warriors, which removes 5% of the recruited units, but the morale increases by 50. Or we can convince them to become undead avengers, which basically gives us 60 vampires. I think it's pretty obvious what I'm going to go with. Let's convince the dead men to become an avengers. After talking with the commander, The warriors realize that they can deliver true retribution to the demons if they become undead. They agreed to be executed so they could exact their vengeance for all eternity. And that is how we get 60 vampires. Alright, we will start moving the armies into place. Okay, that's another set of assassins there. We got 57 vampires, it seems, this time. We are going to make a point to go send these vampires over to the Sinister Mansion here. They are a strong unit after all, so might as well. Okay, that gets us even more forces to work with. Alright, this group is fine. We want to send these groups now. There we go. Just keep it as a normal name. And there we go. Even more warriors to add to the list. God, that's so much fighting force. Okay. Well, regardless, we got some vampires added to the list, which is nice. Alright, skip another day. We get the fate of Sikorus' pin and a few other things. Plague Dragon comes in. Nice. And what's this? Zaurus' blood, which coated the pin when she died, turned to metal and fused with the tip. The craftsmen of the Crusade are asking you to give them the pin so they can place it inside a relic. They need Commander's permission to decide what sort of item it'll be. So we can go with Sikorus' tiara or Sikorus' ring. So give me a second. Here we go. Let's see. If we give it into a circlet, we can give it a +6 to Charisma Intelligence, and all party members of the wearer gain a +3 to saving throws against Confusion, Insanity, and Domination effects. Option 2 gives a +6 to Charisma and Intelligence. In addition, the wearer and all their allies in a 10-foot area gain the effects of Shielded Caster, Allied Spellcaster, and Shield Wall feats. In ring form, whenever the wielder of this ring deals sneak attack damage for the first time in a fight against an enemy, the enemy becomes filled with paranoia. For each adjacent ally of the affected target, they suffer a -1 on saving throws, -2 to damage, and this effect stacks up to 3 times and persists for 1d4 rounds. Alternatively, if the companions of the wearer of this ring attack the same target as the wearer, they deal an additional d6 point of precision damage with each successful melee attack. They also gain a +2 circumstance bonus on attack rolls against this target. So basically, if we focus on a singular target, it deals an additional d6 of precision damage for each successful hit. And it seems to be cumulative, I think. Yeah, this is this is a very powerful ring. You know what? I'm gonna go with the ring option here. Sikorus' pin is actually the perfect thing that we need. We are gonna go with Sikorus' pin here, because it just has a very lovely effect. Especially for our group. Okay, we're gonna upgrade we're gonna get more skeletons. We're gonna go with the Fate of Voracious Jumble here, I suppose. And other, yep. Skip a day, there we go. We get another military exercise, so that's pretty cool. That's gonna help with experience, naturally. Alright. There we go, we get more recruitment. So now we go in and recruit more. Okay. Okay, this is a group. We split this up. We get a group here. Alright, we get the hardened veterans here. Okay, we've got bards, which is a unique one that we haven't seen yet. Okay, we're going to get bards here. And we will get one more for cursors. There we go. And we'll go from there. Okay, so this army is going to go to the Mountain Warren. We shall get this group of bards over here temporarily for now. This group is going to march over to Gloomy Gorge, naturally. So, from there... Okay, we'll leave the vampires alone for now. We're going to send these knights over down here. Okay, this group of assassins, pretty obvious where they're going to go. They're going to go back to Tyrant's Keep. And we don't necessarily need more units beyond this point, I don't think. I can't tell. No, we don't actually need any more, because we've managed to reach the peak of next rank. Okay, cool. Let's turn that off for a sec. There we go. Okay, skeletons. We're going to march them over to the Sinister Manor. Okay, this group is going to go to Gloomy Gorge. Okay, this group is going all the way over to Defense Squadron 1 here, as expected. Okay. I think I sent everybody on their merry way, but I feel like there's more here. Yeah, I won't be able to see the rest, so skip a day. Development of Art of War. Well, we're definitely getting that, obviously. We're going to do a military exercise. Okay. Let's get everybody moving. Okay, we unite these guys in. There we go. These guys are going to march over to their group, as expected. These guys are going to go. As is the Plague Dragon. Link them in. There we go. Rank up there. The vampires are going to start moving. Okay, these guys are going to merge with the Bard for now. So that way we got an army there. Alright, and the only thing that we gotta move left is the Assassins, and they pretty much go on their merry way. Okay. Give it a day. We've developed the Art of War. Missing in action. A group of Crusaders have gone missing on its way back from a dangerous mission. The Commander's staff is determined to save them and has offered a number of possible solutions. We can form a search party, which unlocks the Rescue Squad decree, which gives a reduction of losses fees permanently. We can organize a large-scale rescue option, which adds 6,000 logistics. As it stands, I think we don't need anything more. We can go with the Diviner's Decree, which gives us an increase in energy points income. Or we can train new trackers, which gives the Tracker Training Decree, which gives us 8 hunters. We're going to form a search party here. The officers will assemble a group of trackers to search for the missing troop. Once they have returned to Dresden with the disappeared unit, they will continue to rescue soldiers who get lost or captured. And that is how it goes. Alright, for the campaign-wise, we're just going to move every unit into place. And we'll get everything ready. Okay, these guys are going to move in. Okay. These guys are going to go over. Should be enough to get in here. There we go. Alright, this army is going to move. There we are. Alright, the vampires are going to go here. Yeah, let's move these guys over here, because these guys have, actually good weapons, so we'll leave them there. Okay, we are going to move over to Advanced Squadron 2 here. And let's see, Advanced Squadron 2 and Advanced Squadron 1 are the strongest armies here. We'll focus on Advanced Squadron 2 for now. Oh. Okay, we got Skeletal Champions. Those are actually going to be more beneficial over here. So we're just going to march them over. And we can't use Call to Arms, so we'll leave that alone. But we do have enough for one more army, technically, if we really, really wanted to. But alas, it's just going to be a chain skip time. The Fate of Voracious Jumble here. We can get the Club of Hunger or the Flail of Hunger. Let's see. Let's see. Voracious Jumble. Here we go. So the Club and Flail have the same options. It really just depends on what you want to use. Let's see. The Club deals 2d6, or the Club or Flail deals 2d6 damage instead of the standard weapon damage. The type of the damage is bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing for option 1. On a critical hit, it hits so hard the enemy would need a Fortitude save DC 20, or become unable to attack for 1 round. The alternative is a +2 speed. You can never become flat-footed, and if you kill using this weapon, you become immune to all eyesight effects for a d4 rounds. Or, when the wearer lands a hit on the enemy who doesn't wield a weapon, it must pass a Fortitude, or 1 round. Or for 1 round, its claws and other natural weapons are deformed, thus suffering a -6 damage per attack with natural weapons. I'm going to go with option 1, even though it's not that great. The Voracious Jumble. As for what we're going to go with, we're going to go with... I mean, we can go with the Club. There's no reason to not, right? Yeah, let's go with the Club. It's a simple weapon. Okay, there we go. Decrees, rescue squads, okay. Man, this is a lot of edicts that we have to cover, but what we can do is we can go back and cancel out of here, because that is the next thing we can do. So we're going to cancel out of here. And hopefully things will go well for us. Okay. Let us see the final warlike goal. Commander, the scouts have brought troubling news. Cormodessa has been spotted near Threshold. He's gathering, no, not an army, but a horde, the likes of which we've never seen. All those victories you had over him were an affront to the Abyss. The general the demons were most proud of, the only one, the one they revered, lost to some mortal. The very thought of it enrages them. Now those who call themselves the champions of the Abyss are converging under his banner. The most wicked, brutal, and dangerous demonic warriors. We're not facing another skirmish, but a decisive battle. It will determine which of you deserves the title of greatest military leader in this war. Captain Odon's eyes, despite his unusually impassive demeanor, now gleam frantically. But Korsmadeh is not the only one with powerful allies. Your victories have elevated your authority to such heights that the best warriors of Galarian would consider it an honor to stand alongside you in this battle. Why don't we send an official offer of military cooperation to Moltu? The Imperial Army is strong and disciplined, and it could be of great use to us. I would suggest contacting Intererium's Lodge. It's a private and rather powerful Shalexian group of wizards from Cortian. Their members have combat experience, and they are skilled spellcasters, and I know how we can secure their support. After a brief sly grin, Greybor puts on an innocent look and says, "If you want to get yourself some intrepid allies who know a thing or two about killing monsters, ask the Dragon Slayers. Sure, we're not at war as dragons here, but if the monster is big, scaly, and breathes fire, what difference does it make?"
I've heard about a land they call the Hold of Belkazin, not far from us. Tieflings and orcs there hardly ever are eager to enter services of demons, but because of their infamy, nobody's thought to invite them to join a crusade. Perhaps it's time we rectified that. The word is they're real monsters on the battlefield.
Who are these champions of the Abyss? A pack of the most vicious and skillful slayers of mortals one could imagine. Many demons see Galarian as their hunting ground. They boast about how many mortals they've killed, how many raves they've been in, how many prisoners they've captured. The very idea that a bunch of Galarians keep defeating a renowned general of the Abyss is anathema to them. Korsmades summoned them to join his retaliatory force. They all serve different demon lords, have different goals, and rarely see eye to eye. They only have two things in common. They are all excellent and fearsome warriors, and they're all eager to teach mortals a lesson in obedience. Why can't we accept help from all who offer it? These are warriors and armies who take pride in their stature and invincibility. To be the ones who aided the legendary commander of the Mandavian Crusades would bring them esteem. But to just be one of many would bring humiliation. Alas, they're not driven by the desire to save Galarian, but by ambition and their faith in you, and by their own pride. Alright, let's hear the options. Rachel, tell me about the Esoterium Lodge. They are based in Cortian, in southern Cheliax. The organization strictly follows the ideology of hell and primarily consists of former and active officers of the Chelaxian Navy. Given that Cortian is simultaneously a key trading port and military foothold against Skarun's expansion, the Lodge possesses substantial resources and does not shy away from military actions. I'm aware that the Esoterium has been amassing their forces lately, seeking out talented spellcasters and training them in military magical arts. We could convince them to use this might in our war. My brothers from the Order of Chain hold some sway in Cortian, and could serve as brokers in our negotiation. Greybor, did I miss something, or are we now fighting dragons, not demons? No, but the monsters that oppose us are just as mighty and immense. Why not make use of it? Dragon Slayers are a unique class of killer. Given that their enemies are unbelievably powerful and every hunt could be their last, they can be quite conceited. Won't enter into just anybody's service. But our fame will certainly impress them. Dragon Slayers know how to handle a massive deadly opponent. I believe ours won't be ready for what they have in store. Dragon Slayers do indeed live every day like it's their last. I've encountered them myself, and I can say with confidence that every one of them is a daredevil, unable to envision a life without risk. The Crusade can find more worthy allies. Wenadug, how can we keep the warriors from the hold of Belkazin in line?
With an iron fist and unassailable authority. When I understand, it's customary among the denizens of the hold of Belkazin to respect strength and a warrior's luck. And you, Master, have both in abundance. The entire hold is vast, harsh wasteland with roaming clans of orcs, pellet tribes, and tiefling bands. Uplanders call them savages, but if you ask me, they're just zealous of their strength. We could benefit greatly from allies like those. They say there are more blood ragers among Belkazan warriors than anywhere else. Their blood is practically boils with lust for battle, turning them into rampaging beasts on the battlefields.
Winnidog grins.
That's what a real warrior should be. Wild and defiant, beautiful to behold.
The Mandevian Crusaders have aided last war against the tribes of Hold of Belkazan on a number of occasions. I do not believe that any form of military alliance is possible between us. That's not even considering the fact that their combat tactics are primitive and ineffective. Why even devise a strategy for our army if we're just going to invite blood ragers in to trample all over it? Those howling madmen will spit on our orders and charge the enemy the moment they see them. They might drag our other soldiers along with them as they do, thereby comprehensively ruining all of our plans. And how do you know so much about the Hold of Belkazan, Winnidog? Winnidog bares her teeth.
I was in a tavern when I overheard some miserable knights from last wall yapping about how he fought Belkazan orcs, who were apparently stronger than demons. At first I was curious, but then it occurred to me that he was probably nothing but a brazen liar. I gave him a little shake and he sobered right up and laid out how things really are. They're not stronger than demons, of course, but they're still fierce warriors, and their approach to fighting is much bloodier and more exciting than that of the Crusaders. Honestly, I'm considering going there to visit after this war. I could kill a couple of chieftains, get myself a wild, fearless army, become a queen.
She smiles wistfully. How will Multhuli warriors help us, Captain O'Don? Over the years that Multhun has spent expanding their borders, their army has gained a respectable amount of combat experience. Since the ambitions of the young state had to be backed with a serious military power, they formed a national army, mostly made up of members of their underclass, immigrants, and even wild races like hobgoblins or naga. To make such a motley horde into a real army, their officers created a system of absolute uniformity regarding equipment, tactics, and training. They enforce iron discipline, fearlessness, and complete subordination to commanding officers. Multhun is greedy and ambitious. Before you know it, they'll see themselves not as allies, but as friendly interventionists, who have a stronger claim to the lands they've reclaimed from the demons than Mendev. And we'll have another war. Well, we've got a choice between changing the veterans to arcanists, which will give us spellcasters, basically. They will have abilities to Cone of Cold and Magic Missile. I mean, we could use those, but I don't like the sound of them. Dragon Slayers are a little bit different. They've got penalties in close combat. And deal... they are considered ranged units. They're Grand Tier units. But they do deal 3 to attack and damage against high-quality units. So they're basically... they're heavy hitters, basically. From a ranged perspective. We can go with Blood Ragers, which... maybe. They give Tempest Strike, from the looks of it. And they have an all-around defense, which gives them immunity to flanking, which is okay, I guess, but we don't need them, I don't think. Or we can go with Multhun, which will give us Honor Guards, which deal a lot of damage. Oh, here we go. All allied units within a radius of 2 squares gain +3 to attack and a +3 to AC for 1 round, and a +10 to combat morale at the start of each round. Interesting. They would count as special forces as well, so... let's see. It's just a question of what we want, really. We can go with Spellcasters, we can go with Dragon Slayers, Multhun, or the Blood Ragers. I think I'm going to go with Dragon Slayers here. And make sure the scribes attach a list of all the monsters the commander has slain personally. Dragon Slayers are always hungry for glory. They'll jump at the chance to fight shoulder to shoulder with such famous and a deadly figure. Well, we certainly could use new allies. The most gruesome battle in history of the Crusades awaits us. Either we prevail over Korsnada and the Abyss itself, or we fall defending Golarion to the last. Commander, I have a request. Captain Odon stops short, looks around the room frowning, then shakes his head. Though this isn't the time to make it, when you have a spare minute, please come and find me. I'd like to discuss something very important to me. Something very personal. I'd be grateful if we could talk before our armies set to battle the champion of the Abyss.
Move out!
Okay, interesting. Let's go to the streets now, and I guess talk with them, and I'd like to get to talk with the Kitsune, I think, who is our diplomat, I believe? Or was it our rations master? I don't know. We need to talk to a few people, basically. And I believe we need to talk with Dorlinga here. Or Dorlinja. I don't know. One of the two. Okay, no. I just know we need to do one more thing for the, let's see. Well, regardless, we're gonna go over, talk with, what's his face? Captain Adon, I guess. I guess we can talk with Arushale, see how she's doing. Because I am curious how she's been, ever since she left the Abyss. Hello, Adon. Adon looks paler than usual. His voice trembles nervously. Commander, now that our troops are in excellent shape, and ready for action, I request to be sent in the front line to serve as a field officer. Why do you want that? Odon clenches his fist in desperation, a dramatic show of emotion for the normally inert, imperturbable captain. I've been preparing for this battle for decades. My duty to my fallen comrades forbids me from hiding behind others. After a pause, he adds in a heavy voice, I'm tired of living under the weight of my sins. Perhaps in battle I can free myself of their burden. Are you sure you can handle going back to the front lines? All 200 of my dead brothers and sisters are waiting for me to do my duty. I will not allow myself to stumble under their gaze. We can either let him go, or we can just have him stay here and get leadership, logistics, and diplomacy up by 15,000. Ah, God. Fine, go. I think we've got everything up to max anyway, so it's not a big deal. Go. Odon's posture becomes somehow even straighter. Thank you, Commander. I will leave for the front lines at once. And he is now a general in our army, I think, anyways. So, yeah, all it comes down to is the fight, I believe. So, I do believe a fight has brewed up, so we just got to engage it, really. Okay. I do believe that is the army that we need to fight, so... Well, I mean, Captain Odon is going to get is basically going to be assigned as a general, so he's a level 15 general from the looks of it, so that's nice. Okay. We're going to assign him to this army here. There we go. This army is going to march across here. And it's time for Advanced Squadron 1 to take this hold here. So we're going to save here. Because this is the last battle for the demon armies that we need to worry about. Going to take us a bit of travel time here. Alright. We are going to buff them up as much as possible because this is going to be one of the few final fights here for the demon armies. We're going to fear them. We are going to Mighty Tempest them. We're going to weaken their forces. And now we engage. Violence. Personified. And with that, it's time to begin. Alright, we're going to start by doing Siphon Time to get our initiative up. We are going to activate Shield Wall and start marching forward. Well, actually, no, let's hold off here. Alright, so let's see. We want to deal with the Baylors here first. Start with you. Okay, now we've got the Galu here. Let's deal with the Litu. I think they're going to be the most dangerous out of anything. Yeah, let's deal with the Vavakias, actually. I know the Vavakias are pretty dangerous. We're going to attack the Galu with our skeletons. There we go. We're going to barrier up with our warriors here. Start attacking the Litu. There we go. Even more. Okay. We can send our clerics here to start attacking the Litu again. Yeah, though their forces are diminishing, like, quickly. Oof. Alright. The undead are on our way. They're gonna start marching over. Yep, they're gonna try and roast everybody to no avail. Yeah, they don't stand a chance. Okay, we'll just send these guys to attack. There we go. We are going to get rid of the Frokai, then a Litu, and then he's lost. Done. The battle is over, and we have won. And Korsmada has died. As we recover all of our troops, I do believe. Yep. There we go. That's a win for us. Nice. And we get to keep him as a crusader in the army, but I digress. Okay, we go and can't accept those guys into our army, but let's see. Alright, let's just send these guys back to the Castle of Desires. And we'll send these knights over to the Sinister Mansion. There we go. We'll have these guys over here. There we go. Alright, well. The only thing we need to level up is logistics. And I believe we need to... So 5, 6, 7... Hold on. Okay. Hmm. optimized logistics is... Okay, let's cancel out of this, because I'm not sure if we need to do something specific here, but, I don't know. Hold on. There's an event you have to do for that last logistics thing, and it takes a while to complete. Huh. Oh, I see. Hold on. We need to do something specific. Alright. Well, for now, let's leave it alone. Commander, the army of the champions of the Abyss have been routed. Horsmada has fled to Threshold and abandoned his invincible allies. Odon's pale face, normally so calm, now bears an expressive and barely contained exultation. This is the tribe for all Galarian. We made it clear to every plane out there, and we can repel an attack by any opponent. We've taught the demon a lesson they won't soon forget. The sacrifices we made in this war have thus proven effective. Seems like our path to knock one esteemed Abyss Dweller after another off their pedestals. Who's going to be your next enemy? Full homage to herself?
Huh. If the demon army couldn't do any better than that, maybe we should start making preparations to conquer the Abyss.
The troops still in the process of tallying up the spoils, and the battlefield looks like a blood-soaked treasure vault. The demons learned that it was dangerous to mess with those mad Galarians. They splurged on the best gear. It's all ours now, and we need to decide what to do with it. Are we going to keep these artifacts for ourselves, demonstrate our trophies to all of Avestan, or destroy them in divine purifying flame? Your dream has come true. The greatest general of the Abyss is undone. Odon lowers his head humbly. I bow to your strategic genius. Did you find what you were looking for on the front lines? I have not found peace, and my dreams burn still, and yet I found the courage to stand against the flames. Odon looks at you directly and fiercely, as befits a man who has met his doom and refused to give in. What are you going to do now? I will go on protecting people, in memory of the fallen and for the glory of the living. My service will not end until I draw my last breath. You are a worthy soldier, Odon. Carry on with your services. I have become so thanks to you. Know that I will always remember the one who believed in me and gave me a chance to atone for the sins of the past. Alright. We can give everybody... Alright, so the commander gains the Arms to the Teeth feat, which provides a +3 luck bonus to damage. We can place the trophy somewhere in plain sight as a symbol of our victory, which gives us a +3 bonus to attack. Or we can let the clerics commit taint. Or commit this taint to the flames, which provides a +3 luck bonus to AC. So basically, we got a choice between a +3 to attack, +3 damage, +3 to attack, or we could go with +3 to AC. I don't know about you, but I like the idea of just getting a luck bonus to AC. No. If we're playing a sorcerer, we're not going to be attacked anyways, so I think a +3 to attack is just way better. Besides, we're using touch spells, so it's only going to help us if we get +3 to attack, which is going to be beneficial for us overall. Although the AC is really good. Ooh. Do I want the AC or do I want the attack? Well, I'm going to be crit anyways if I get unlucky, so... Yeah, let's go with the luck bonus. Why not? I have no doubt that after this show of strength, the demons will be more afraid of all your crushing power. Standing solemnly, Odon says in a slightly trembling voice, "What I'm about to say may be inappropriate, even unacceptable, for an officer speaking to their superior. But I am proud to serve you. When I was a boy, I imagined myself as a general who would give back to the armies of Bendev, their unstoppable might. Then I grew up and left those childish fantasies behind. Then you appeared, and they weren't childhood fantasies anymore. And I was even able to participate. Could I dream of anything more? Never. The trials we have overcome together have made our warriors into ideal soldiers, cogs in the mechanism of war. Good work, Commander. I never thought I'd be interested in a career in the military, but I suppose even I wouldn't mind serving in such an unstoppable and well-arranged army. If I were younger and the pay was higher.
When the war is over, we'll have the best army on Galarian at our disposal. We'll be able to conquer anything, and our greatest weapon will be our fame as the vanquishers of demons. Our enemies will wet their pants before the first drop of blood is shed."
Odon squares his shoulders and salutes you solemnly. Commander, it is an honor for me and for all of your officers to serve in your army. As it should be. Okay, so there is 2 things we can do here to effectively get our... There's 2 things that we can do to try and get this edict unlocked. Basically, we have to talk with the logistics master, and we have to check how things are going. The second thing is there's a edict called requisitions, I believe. If we do that, then we maximize our potential there. So, we need to do that as well. Okay. I don't think that helped any. So, yeah, I guess I think requisitions is... It should be an edict on the, on our list of edicts that we need to complete. If we do this, I think that will solve our problems. Because, apparently, looking at the, information, that is one of the things that might be the problem here. That is quite literally stopping us from upgrading. Okay. Yep, we've basically done that. Cool. That is military might fixed and done. Now let's see. Yep, this is it. We need to complete requisitions before we are able to continue any further in the quests. So we basically need to grind this out. Okay. Okay, Plague Dragon Creation, we need to wait on that. We can enchant the Voracious Jumble, I suppose. And yeah. It's going to be a lot more of edicts just working here, so at this point it's just more of a grind. So yeah. Okay, we're going to go to campaign here. We'll go to Defense Squadron 2 here. And we'll have these guys march over. We are going to save here. And let's see, what's this army comprised of? Enemies that we can handle. We can do this violence quite easily. And hopefully, it should work in our favor. Alright. So, to start out with, we can either roast these guys, or we can do something else. We're going to go with Siphon Time here. That is going to make our lives 100 times easier. We're going to focus on the Falchi here. We're not going to get much from the archers here. That's fine, though. Okay, we are going to want to take out the Calbuses here. Shank them from position. Okay, how far are they going to move? This guy can move wherever he wants, as can these guys, so no point in teleporting. Or moving to do anything different. Okay, we'll do Smite here. Delay. They're going to teleport. Oh no, they're going to summon. Okay. Alright, well, that's fine. We just need to deal with this guy, so... Let's stun these guys. Alright, the assassins go from behind here. There we go. And we can just get the kill there. Done. And the summons won't be a worry, so we just get our full forces back. Done. What we'll probably have to do for extra turns is just warp back and forward to make it safer, but it's fine. Alright, we go back to Tyrant's Keep here with our normal group. And now we just merge these guys. There we go. And we'll send this army over to Advanced Squadron 2 as we do. This army is going to continue marching on. This army will remain. We will get the Advanced Squadron back in position. We don't need to recruit anymore, so there we go. Okay, military exercise is done. We can now recruit individuals. Let's see. Let's start with the Plague Dragons, obviously. Okay, involuntary heroism. The soldiers from one of the units are asking to punish their commanding officer. During a battle, he put a spell on his subordinates to make them shield him from blows with their bodies, if the situation called for it. This enforced heroism angered the troops, but the officer claims he did the right thing, because his life is more important. We can add some experience points, but morale is reduced by 25. We pay compensation to all involuntary heroes in the future, which gives more military points, but finance income is reduced by 20. Or we just punish the officer. Considering we don't need any military experience points, let's just punish the officer. I don't really need him. The officer was stripped of his rank for his cowardice and abuse of power. The rest of the commanders took note of this lesson, to the great joy of the common soldiers. Alright, cool. Skip a day, there we go. We get Northern Rights now. Plague Dragon creation. Okay, we are going to immediately do requisitions here. It's going to reduce the morale by 35%, but that's perfectly fine by me. We kind of need to do this after all, so it's just going to be a chain of upgrades at this point here. And it's basically going to be a rush to get as much as we possibly can, because there is a certain day that we need to leave before we're ready. Okay, we're going to go for the Craving Maw. It basically increases damage to 2d6, and gives a special effect to the attack. The other two are not that great, so grab that. Done. Okay, we are going to transform our soldiers with diplomacy. Okay. Skip a day, there we go. Skeletons have been created. Okay, we can get last forces if we really want to, but we shouldn't need to. Okay, campaign. Let's march you guys over. There we go. Alright. Send our dragons over. Alright, skeletons are gonna march their way over to here. These are going to march back up. These are going to follow suit. These guys are fine. And we can recruit more units if we so desire, and we get Dragon Slayers this time. Honestly, it's not really needed at this point, so... Honestly, our forces are just way too powerful at this point. We don't really need more. So we're just going to make an effort to skip days at this point. Oh, hello. A fight. Well, our armies should be strong enough to handle this, so whatever. Oh, hello. Violence. Okay, so we can either risk overwhelming shout or... yeah, we'll go Siphon Time. Why not? Okay, we're gonna focus on the Vrolkai here with our archers. Okay, Warriors of Device begin their defense. Hold their turn. And the Assassin's just gonna go in and take them out anyways. And one here. There we go. Assassinated. Alright. Nice. And we get some experience for it, so people are going to level up because of it, so... yeah. Okay, let's go to the campaign. There is one army up here. Oh god, this is going to be a difficult fight, apparently. Let's see, we can level up, we can get Zealous Student here, so we're going to grab that. Let's boost up her forces a little bit by doing this. There we go. Get some units back. Alright, we're going to amplify their resistances. Alright, we are going to Mark of Terror the Demon Army here. We're going to save. And we're just going to have to hope this is enough, really. So, violence. Once again. I'm kind of used to the violence at this point, so whatever. Alright. To that end, we are going to bolster their initiative at this point. Oh, they get an extra round here, huh? Okay, so we are going to challenge... I guess we'll challenge these girls here. We'll get these units charging in. There we go. Alright, let's activate the lightning here. Get rid of these guys. Start shanking. Okay, we're gonna start attacking here. Okay, I'm sad that I have to deal damage to the Blood Ragers to get this done, so... let's start with the barrier. We are going to start whittling down the succubi... yeah, let's whittle down the succubi over here. And save the fireball for later. Here we go. Just whittle down their forces here. And let's see. We're gonna whittle down the succubi on the bottom row first. There we go. Let our knights here handle the job to a degree. Oof, there goes the unit. Okay, let's see. Let's fear the Lilitu, or hold the Lilitu, I guess. No, let's... yeah, let's deal with the succubi by hold person. There we go. Gets them paralyzed, so they won't be able to do much. We want to rely heavily on us dealing damage to these guys, while we focus on the succubi who are scared buttless here. We're going to shift over to here. Okay, we are going to... God, I should have just moved over here. My bad. Whatever. Alright, let's move over here. Just whittle down these forces significantly. Yeah, if I do that, then I'm going to lose HP here, so... Let's whittle down these guys here. Okay. We're going to whittle down the succubi over here now. Just whittle down their numbers. Oh, there goes the spellcasters getting weakened. Not good. Okay, we're going to heal the Mendevian Crusaders here. There we go. Okay, let's take you out. Okay, we can't easily just go back and forward here, so we'll get you out. We'll then focus on you. Okay, we can whittle down the succubi now. Okay, we can fireball the succubi here. Do 2 fireballs, because why not? Okay, we are now going to do a heal here. Recover what units we can. Shank you. Okay. Start swinging these. Okay. We do a fireball here. Alright, a magic missile. Oh, she is now feared. Alright, let's see. We can't heal any of those. We can heal the Mendevian Crusaders. Alright, let's heal what Crusaders we can. There we go. Now we start just wailing into her, making sure we just whittle down her forces. Alright, there we go. Yeah, she's not gonna have a fun time. Oof, okay. Okay, well, at least we can spam heal and then we'll be fine. But, I digress. We will be able to whittle down her the forces of her power significantly at this point. And we should be able to win. Without actually a casualty because of this whole situation. Alright, cool. Done and done. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to move the 4th squadron leader here and swap them over with, yeah, so I want to swap over Advanced Squadron 4 here with Defense Squadron 4 because of what they are currently rocking troop-wise. We'll just unite these guys here. And we're going to send these guys over to Advanced Squadron 2, respectively. Okay. She is now max level at this point. And let's see, what do we want? We're going to go with greater channel negative energy. Okay. We are going to go with... Do we need haste? Not really, because we have the better alternative, which is... Yeah, we have the better alternative. So I guess we're going to go with Fireball here. There we go. Alright. Let's merge you guys together. You guys are going to go over to Advanced Squadron 1 here, because why not? Okay, you guys are marching over. Okay, you guys are going to go over to here. Okay, we're going to level up Defense Squadron here. Alright, favorite enemy should probably be large here, so we're going to grab that. Keep sending our skeletons through. Okay. Yeah, we don't need anything too special here, so... Skip a day. There we go. That's another day of transforming warriors here. We can get more plague dragons here. Poisons and medicine. A healer is asking for troops and resources so we can investigate Sicorian flora. Even though many of the local plants have been poisoned by the whirlwind, they could still be studied and potentially used as medicine for combat poisons. Okay, so we can either get reduction of losses if we go poisons for medicine, or we can look for poisons and get poison ability again. Target unit gains the poison 1 ability. All generals gain +1 level to poison ability. Or we get medicine, which gives reduction of losses. I like reduction of losses, so we're going to look for medicine. There we go. Because reducing the amount of losses you have is just fundamentally better, I find, so that's just what I go for. We will enchant Sikoris' pin. Okay, we've got Poisoner Medicine, as expected. Okay, we got more decrees here. We're going to go for Skeleton Creation here. Okay, that's another military exercise waiting. There we go, Skeletal Creation. Now we do military exercise. Alright. We can now enchant the pin to decide what we're going to go with. For each successful melee attack, basically you deal an additional d6 of precision damage. This is good if you're a slow attacker because those d6s stack. Slowly but surely. And I don't think there's a limit to this, so this means that, if we sneak attack and crits, oh god. Yeah, we're grabbing that. There's no question about it. Okay, the fate of the unholy symbol Rovagug is next. Oh, another event. A remedy for fear. Driven by the desire to help the warriors, the alchemist Zaglforth started handing out improvised heroism potions in secret. Those who drank the concoctions felt no fear, and for a time things went well. But during the last skirmish, the fighters, unable to assess the danger, bravely charged forward, and died foolish deaths. Zaglforth was forbidden from giving the potion to the troops ever again, but many of his patients have refused to go into battle without a sip of the familiar elixir. We could get the Potion of Courage. It is a repeatable decree, and unit has immunity to fear, and suffers a -1 penalty to AC. If this was a passive legend, I would go for that, I think, but nah, we're gonna ban the potion. Well, I guess, no, we don't need leadership points, so just allowing it never hurts, so. We'll just allow it. Why not? Skip a day. We can now grab the Potion of Courage as we want. I guess we can learn it. Why not? Okay, military exercise is done. Plague Dragon creation is up on the list. There we go. The Fate of the Unholy Symbol. We can turn it into a hand axe, a battle axe, or a great axe. There is no real difference to what we're going to go with, I think. Yeah, all are just melee attacks, so... We'll go for the great axe, even though I'm not going to be using it combat-wise. Skeleton creation is for the future. There we go. Plague Dragon's done. Can enchant the Unholy Symbol now. Let us get Skeletal creation. Oh, armies are starting to raid. And Triple Cross. A unit that was considered killed on a foray has returned to Dresden. During interrogation, the warriors admitted that they got surrounded by the enemy, and to save themselves, they had to pretend they were deserters. They pledged allegiance to the demons and took part in their dark rituals, but escaped the first chance they got. Not everyone believes the story of the Encircled. We can arrest the soldiers, or believe the soldiers. As there is no benefit for going evil here by getting leadership right now, we're simply just going to believe them, and get some shield bearers and spearsmen. It is more beneficial by doing it that way. For us anyways, right now. More army never hurts. Okay. The army has started to attack us, and we are going to engage promptly. And hopefully things will go well. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. We shall engage with Siphon Time here. We are going to taunt the Penjai here to engage with us. We will hold our turn there. We are going to take out the Minotaur Axe Throwers first, and then the Marilus. We're going to move these Knights here. Get the defense going to attack the Padanjis here. Alright, we're going to basically make a shield wall, essentially, that attacks the Padanji here. There we go. Yep, they are forced to just not comply. Yeah, they're basically ruined. Done. Didn't even need to do much there. There we go. We get some experience, and we should level up, I think, with that fight, I believe. So that's nice. Oh, that's another army fight, so now we gotta deal with that. Shouldn't be too hard, I hope. It's only if we got Baelor that we gotta worry... Well, Babao that we gotta worry about. Ow! My armies have been destroyed. Okay, let's do that, so that way we get extra turns here. Okay, we're gonna warp here. Ow. And one here. Ow. Well, there goes our forces here, I guess. Dang. That sucks. Okay, we lose a lot of assassins, and we barely get any of our forces back, so we're gonna have to retreat with this group and swap out for something else. Okay. Okay, we're gonna level these guys up. We're gonna go with... What's our army looking like? We got mostly live units, so we're gonna go with Breath of Life. Okay, you, my guy. Okay, we are going to disband these guys at this point. Yeah, let's disband these guys. And let's get some skeletons in place, as well as these soldiers here. Because it's clear we're not going to survive if we don't do this, at least. Oh, we can also merge these guys in, so we'll do that. Why not? Here we go. Okay, we're going to get the assassins here. We've got the skeletons here. We are going to get these guys here and the warriors here. Here we go. What we'll do next is add to these guys. So we're going to add to forces there. We're going to go Call of Arms here. Increase their numbers. And rank them up. Let us go with Tactician 2. We are going to go with... let's go Prayer. Why not? There we go. Okay. We do have recruitment if we do want to do it, but I don't really care, to be honest. Okay, an army has reached us. Let's pursue them. Might as well, right? And I think I'll make this the last fight to wrap things up, because we still got quite a bit of edict things to do, so once it's done, it's done. Once it's not, so. We got a lot to cover. We'll just do this. Boom. Done. And that's that. Alright. I think I'm going to leave it at that. We still need 10 days for requisitions to finish, and we will have to continue on with a few other edicts, namely the Erilu Vorlish tabs. We've still got to deal with some of the edicts that we got left, but the main thing we need is Bell of Mercy. So really it just comes down to how far we're willing to go to just do these edicts and resolve our current problems. But everything in more will come in due time. So what we're probably going to do here is we're going to raid Threshold by the time we are done. But we're basically reaching near endgame. So either it's going to be this next stream or the stream after that we are going to finish up everything. But I digress. I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. If you want to support me, you can support me on YouTube by liking, subscribing, commenting, and hitting the bell notification to see more of my stuff. I stream daily, or try to anyways. So if you want to see more of stuff, that's the best way to do so. I stream daily, so if you want to catch my streams, you catch me 3 to 7 MST time. Sometimes I do it a bit later, sometimes do it a bit earlier, sometimes I skip a day or two, but I try to get it at least 6 times a day. But we'll have to see how things, pan out in the future, but who knows. For those of you on Twitch who want, for those of you on Kick who want to support me, or those of you who are looking to support me in another way, you can support me on Kick by providing me with follows, because the more followers I have, the more chances I have at getting the subscriber button unlocked, which will allow me to, get support in that way. But I digress. As long as you guys support my content, that's all I really care about. So if you're gonna come on watch on Kick when I'm live, or you just want to see on YouTube, you got both options there. But I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I'll see you guys next stream. Take care, everyone. And have a good day.